Hey guys, welcome back to Pinehaven Acres. So today we are actually not at Pinehaven Acres. We are at my neighbor's house, and I wanted to introduce you to our pigs. I've had them for a couple months now, and I wanted to show you them. So over here is the barn. My neighbor also does grass-fed beef, so you can see the cattle in the back there. They have a ton of pasture behind this barn. So we come up to the gate, and right now I'm keeping the pigs inside while it's cold out and the pastures are still really wet, but they will be moved out to pasture soon. So over here we have two pigs. These are sisters. So they are mixes of some heritage breeds. So they don't look like your typical fair pig. But there's a black one behind that one there. And I will say everything looks like a mess right now because this is the first time I've come here this morning. And the pigs love to throw their dishes around. So on this side we have 3 more pigs. These are also females. And these ones look more like your typical fair pig. They're very friendly. They're like little puppies. The other ones are a little shy yet, but they're not as scared as they were when we first brought them home. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I feed these guys, and then I'll clean out their pen. I clean this out every day. This is their poop and pee corner, and the rest is their bedding. Something really cool about pigs is that they choose a spot to go to the bathroom, and they usually don't go all over their cage, so it makes it super easy to clean up. So I usually start with these guys, and then I move on to the other 2. So this is what I'm feeding the pigs. It's like a corn mash from my local feed mill. And then I also toss in a handful of corn so that they can start learning how to dig into the ground to forage for that. And they do get quite noisy. Sometimes, if you're new to pigs, it's a little scary, but these guys are super friendly. All right, come on, pigs. Come on. So I whistle every time I give them food so that they can connect the sound to getting fed. And that way it'll be a lot easier to handle them, especially when we're loading them into the trailer to go to the butcher. And they seem to have connected that really well. So now I'm going to give them some water. This is, I think, a little over 3 gallons of water that this bucket can hold. We're gonna set up a bigger tank out in the pasture and connect it to some hoses that are already running through there for the cattle, so that'll be super easy. And then I'll just have to come out every morning to give them their feed. Done with water, and now we are going to clean up this side of the pen. Alright, we're done with cleaning. I did use about half a bucket of water to rinse the concrete, and this pen is sloped down here to a grate. So it drained off, and then I used a shovel to get the excess water off, and the rest I'll let air dry. So now we are done with these pigs over here. Now we're going to start with these pigs. And yes, the black one only has 1 ear, either from inbreeding or a birth injury. We don't know for sure, but she's healthy. So with these guys, I clean their pen first before I feed them, just something with animal behavior that I've been learning about. So these guys are pretty scared. They're not around people that much, and especially when they were born, they weren't handled or cared for very nicely. So they're pretty scared of people. They're nicer now, but they still won't let me pet them or anything. So I just give them their space, but they do startle at loud noises. So I clean their pen first so they can basically hide in the corner, and then I feed them, and then they come out and get their feed. So like the other pigs, they weren't scared of me cleaning their pen, so I give them their food first so they don't bother me because they're that friendly. But these guys, it's the opposite, which is no big deal. We're getting there, baby steps. So I'm going to remove their dishes and clean them out a little bit, and then move on to cleaning their pen. So when I'm in here, I move super slow, like slow motion pretty much, so that I don't scare them. And you can see they came up and tried to sniff me. That is a really good sign. They've only been doing that for the past couple days. So I'm pretty much ignoring them while I'm in here and letting them come to me instead of me going to them. And that'll earn their trust. So eventually, I'm hoping that I'll be able to pet them and they won't be scared of people anymore. But until then, I'm just letting them do whatever they want. So I'm clearing out their dishes right now. So I'm letting them sniff the shovel because I need to get over there and clean up some poop. And you can see they backed off into the corner. They like to spread out their bedding, so I'm just going to push it back into the corner. The pen is cleaned out now, and I'm going to give them their food and water. I have not started whistling for these guys because I think we should wait a few more days so they don't get freaked out. Like I said, loud noises make them run, so I don't want them to connect that noise to being scared as well as other loud noises. So until they get more comfortable with me in here, then I won't start whistling when I feed them. These pigs are all cleaned up. If you've stuck around this far in the video, I have a surprise to show you. So up in the hay loft here, we have some little baby kittens. They are so adorable. There are 2 tabbies a black, and then a gray striped. I don't know if that would be called a gray tabby. But they were just born a few days ago. Mama's downstairs eating. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.